Yo, 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 yo. You know what time it is. It's time to drop these memes, dog. Okay. Today's memes is do not let overthinking kill your creative mindset. You know what I'm saying? Let me say that one more time. Don't allow overthinking to destroy your creative mindset. Because we all have tendencies to do that. You know what I'm saying? We all have tendencies to allow negative thoughts, negative things, negative actions, negative people to make us overthink sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And when you overthink things, you tend to overdo things. Make it make sense, okay? When you overthink things, you tend to overdo things. And when you overdo things, that's when you tend to mess up. And that's like rushing. So you don't want to rush your life. You don't want to rush your thoughts. You don't want to rush the process. You got to trust the process. Go with the process. Go with the flow of life. And just watch everything fall how it's supposed to fall. You know what I'm saying? And once again, it all goes back to having good karma, understanding yourself, having faith with yourself, and just living life. You know what I'm saying? That's just the whole process. You gotta live life. But you gotta understand life at the same time. So while you understanding things, people gonna come around with negative energy, impulsive energy, confusing energy, and you just gotta learn how to navigate through it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when you have to get to the process of overthinking, okay? When you overthink things, it kills your creative drive because you're not giving the creative thoughts that you was having any attention. You're not giving it any positive movement so it can move forward in life. You feel what I'm saying? You're too busy worried about what happened with this person, why this person did this, why this person moving like this, why my job send me home early every day. Like, we all worry about the wrong things. You feel what I'm saying? So when it comes down to overthinking, just let it go. Let it flow. Don't even leave it in God's hands. That's what they say. Don't worry, leave it in God's hands. Jesus, take the wheel, right? Okay. So, needless to say, if you're going through situations as far as like your job sending you home early, people in your life confusing you, making you overthink, and they not really respecting your boundaries, and it just the whole process of anything that has you thinking way too much. It's solutions with that. If your job not treating you right, go fill out applications. Go find another job. There's plenty of jobs out here. If this job ain't gonna treat you right, then the next one may be the winner. You feel what I'm saying? But as you being an earth angel, you just gotta trust the process. God ain't gonna put nothing on your shoulders that you can't bear. So you just gotta understand that God got my back when it all comes down to overthinking. And you just gotta, as hard as it may seem, because I fall victim of it all the time. I overthink a lot. I overanalyze. I critical think all the time. And it kills my creative drive to where it drains me, to where I'm not thinking positive, or I'm not thinking about the thing that's going to fix the situation truly. I'm thinking about the negative. I'm thinking about the what ifs. I'm thinking about the buts. I'm thinking about the ands. You feel what I'm saying? And when you chosen, you got to take all the buts, the ands, and all the other vowels and things like that. You got to take that out. It ain't no such thing as try. You feel what I'm saying? And when you live in your divine path and you understand that And it ain't no such thing as try. You feel what I'm saying? At all. So when it comes down to just doing things and making things happen, you just gotta go with it. You gotta give it your all. And if you know you're giving your all and it's still not working out, that's when you need to change course. That's when you need to go down a different path. You feel what I'm saying? You can have people come to you and tell you bold-faced lies in your face, and it don't even make sense. And I used to be a person to where I overthink those things, and I used to be like, well, why he just lie to me? Or why they lie to me? Or why they do this to me? Or why they do that to me? To where I used to put too much energy and thought into why they doing it to me instead of just being like, they doing it because I'm chosen. They doing it because they intimidated of me. They doing it because they jealous of me. They doing it because they probably just don't like me. But the thing is, with you being chosen, listen, people not gonna like you being chosen. Because you know why? Because you got that light on you. You got the divine light. Some people gonna reach out to it so you can help them and prosper and they can jump on your train. But a lot of people not gonna like it because you bring out people demons. Your light, like, it brings out people demons. You feel what I'm saying? So when it comes down to people, places, and things, you can't let those things put you in a position to where you overthinking and you killing your creative mindset to where you can possibly fix the situation, or you could change the situation yourself. It could be an easy fix just like that. You feel what I'm saying? But we so much stuck in the glitches of the matrix to where we always gotta follow or be the next Kardashian, or we gotta be the next Michael Jordan, or we gotta be the next Lil Wayne. You feel what I'm saying? Them people got their own identity. You are not that people. You are not those people. I don't care how many dreads I get, how many face tattoos I get. I would never be Lil Wayne. I'm not trying to be Lil Wayne. I'm D'Angelo. I'm Angel. You feel what I'm saying? I'm my own divine person. So if I'm sticking to my own divine self, and if I'm respecting my own divine self, yes, I can look at Lil Wayne as be inspirator as far as music and things like that. You can always look to them people for that, but you can't be those people. You're your own individual. You feel what I'm saying? So you get it a lot of people want to imitate you and like portray the person that you is, and that's a good thing. That's because that light is hit them. You feel what I'm saying? So that light is bringing them demons out to where, bam, now they want to be like you. Now they want to move like you. Now they want to think like you. You feel what I'm saying? So when it comes down to being a great leader, you got to lead by example, right? You got to set the example right to where people can follow you. People can look up to you. People can understand you. But you got to be also open to constructive criticism of being a leader, because other people's voices count too. So if you just walking around here and you just feeling like don't nobody else count, you just this almighty, no, it don't work like that. Even with me being chosen, I don't feel like I'm better than nobody. You feel what I'm saying? I just got divine gifts and I got divine knowledge and I just got the glow. I'm an earth angel. That's what I do. So my life is going to be 10 times different from the next person. So I'm not trying to put myself in the next person's shoes per se, but I put myself in people's shoes because I'm an empath and I go off energy and I feel people energy, emotions and thoughts and things like that, to where it helps me stay balanced. But when people start coming around, when too much energy start coming around, that's when I start overthinking, because it's too much energy around me. Why he doing that? Why he moving like that? Why he just lied to me? You feel what I'm saying? I had a person just lie to me in my face. Well, I feel like it was a lie. It may not even been a lie. But I feel like it was a lie. But I spent a couple of days overthinking it, and I put myself in a bad mindset to where it kind of blocked my blessings. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like it blocked my blessings. It made me start acting different towards other people. It made me kind of go back into my hermit mode to where I started being more closed in and, you know what I'm saying? Not out there. And I killed my creative mindset to where now I'm thinking like a potato. Make it make sense. I'm thinking like a potato. So I had to get out of that. I had to leave it in God's hands. I had to not even worry about like, man, he probably did it because he trying to be around me. Or they probably did that because they don't like me. And I'm just putting too much thought into it. But if you leave it in God's hands, God's gonna always help you figure it out. If you chosen, God ain't gonna put nothing on your shoulders you can't bear. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. So he gonna help you figure it out. You ain't gotta do too much. You just gotta leave it in God's hands. Like, God, why is this happening? Can you show me signs and symbols of what I need to do next? And move from there. Either he gonna give you a dream, he gonna give you some signs, some angel numbers. He gonna give you some kind of synchronicity to let you know that where you need to go, how you need to move, how you need to deal with this situation. But you gotta be in tune to get that. A lot of people overthink things, like the whole Pooh Shiesty and Gucci thing. Yeah, Pooh Shiesty could have did it a whole different way to where they could have sat down man to man, woo, 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 woo. But I'm not knowing Gucci mentality. Maybe he tried to sit down with Gucci and Gucci just wasn't having it, to where sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't saying Pooh Shiesty right for that, because you're not right ever for stealing or taking nobody anything. But at the same time, you gotta stand up for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? If Gucci wasn't trying to get that man out of his contract, and he was milking that man for his money, and he wasn't trying to pay that man while he was locked up, making money off him, then Pooh Shiesty has a right. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, he could have dealt with it in a whole other way. He could have went to go get lawyers, and you know what I'm saying? He got too much money. So he could have got a lawyer and dealt with it the financial way and the legal way and things like that. But no. His mindset, he a goon. Nigga ain't, sorry, a person ain't finna play me wrong. I'm finna go handle that. You feel what I'm saying? And it messed up his creative mindset. So now he in a little bit more trouble. He had to be put in a position where Gucci snitched on him. He getting calls by his PO asking him where he at, instead of out here making music. Instead of out here living his life. Now he gotta deal with the authorities, and now he gotta, you feel what I'm saying? He put himself in a kind of a backwards, kind of slide situation, but he took care of his business at the same time. He just handled it the wrong way. It's a right and wrong way to do things. That's all I'm saying. So, with that being said, that's a main example of letting people kill your creative thoughts. If he didn't allow Gucci to get in his mind and feel like he was getting played and then he probably wouldn't have went about it that way. You know what I'm saying? It's proper ways to do everything. So, needless to say, shout out to everybody that subscribed to my channel. I appreciate the love. I appreciate all the likes, all the hearts and everything, the thumbs up that y'all give my platform, all my subscribers for sure. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Just don't let people kill y'all creative thoughts, bro. Like, keep your creative thoughts going. Keep making moves, man. If it's not making money, then it's not making sense. So, don't let people or places, jobs, anything make you overthink to where it kill your creative drive, bro. The mind is the powerful thing to waste. And if you allow people to get in your energy to manipulate your mind, then they got you. Sad to say, they got you. But other than that, like, share, and subscribe. We out here. Love.